Hello guys, it is Duke, and welcome back to another episode on the Diamond Society server. And doesn't that just sound cool? The Diamond Society server. Like, that's a great name. It really tells about what we are. Because, you know, we're rolling in cash. No, actually we're not, but either way, I am over here at my soon-to-be kingdom. And I've done a little bit of building off camera because, well, you guys wouldn't want to see this part. Basically what I did here, I'm going to jump down here real quick. Ooh, with the sunrise, look how beautiful this is going to be. Let's just fight this guy real quick because do not want to deal with him. Nope. Okay, I thought I had him there. I mean, I thought he was dead. Like, I thought he was gonna blow up. But really, look at this. Doesn't that look cool? I'm going for a medieval village, which, if you know me personally, or you've been around on my channel since Dogcraft, then you'll notice that this is very much so like me. Okay, we've got this medieval castle thing going again. And, okay, so look at this. We've got andesite as sort of the main structural pillars, and then we've got a combination of the just normal andesite you'll find on the ground, like in caves and stuff, and then we've got stone and cobble. And up close you can see the differences, but if you take a step back, so you really can't make out those, it just sort of looks like a broken wall. Like, it has a couple little scratches and sort of broken pieces of rock, which is what you want in a castle. Like, hey, I mean, you don't want it to collapse or anything because of the broken thing, but if you want a realistic looking castle, you're gonna have broken things like that. So we've got 3 ravens, our neighbor over there, nice guy. I don't know what else he's gonna do to this place, but I won't spoil all of it because I know he hasn't gotten it in a video yet. But a bridge. This bridge, okay, I didn't know what I was going for here. Basically what I wanted is I knew I needed to separate this river so I could get through this river a little bit because it's cool. It's a nice river, and sure, it doesn't really go anywhere, but I needed to have it come across. So what I went ahead and I did the arch, and I had 2 pillars on either side, and I just decided to connect it. Go with the same sort of feel that I did for the rest of the build in other places, excuse me. But yeah, at first I wasn't too sure whether I like this or not. But the more and more I'm looking at it, the more and more I like it, just because there's a lot going on. We've got the same sort of pattern we've got on the walls, and then we've got this little railing made out of cobblestone, which is pretty cool, I have to say. You know, I was thinking about just using the cobblestone walls, but I realized no, this looks so much better. And here's what I've been doing. I've been planning this out. I decided to use some andesite to mark off where I wanted 2 towers. Basically what I want is 2 towers on either side with a little sort of an arch connecting it, and then we're gonna have a wall here, then a tower here, wall here, tower here, sort of like a little central area, and you'll feel very, very claustrophobic, but you also feel intimidated, which is what I want to do, because you're coming to my castle, my rules. You better be scared. But what I did is I cut into the mountain here, which is where I'm actually going to have the gate. I'm going to have a gate that comes across here, or somewhere in here. It'll just sort of be to keep out unwanted visitors such as James, but no. Actually, no, he's a great guy, so I'll let him in a few times. But, yeah, I've just thought about planning that out. I'm really liking the idea behind it. Now, the execution is what really is going to prove whether this build's going to be good or not, because you got to have a nice entryway. So, moving on, over here. Look at this amplified terrain. We've got flatness like everywhere. We've got this, and I'm so lucky that I claimed this because it looks so nice. And what I want to do Okay, I don't know if any of my fans, any of my viewers are familiar with either the Lord of the Rings series or the Hobbit series, but in the Hobbit, the Desolation of Smaug, when the group, they're going to get to Smaug in his, the inside of the mountain with all the gold in it. They come across this giant statue, which are actual stairs to get up to where they need to go to get in, and I want to build one of those statues. I'm debating whether here or here. I'm thinking this because it sort of stands out more. It'd be a giant stone statue of this and this, but probably not the feet. But it should look pretty awesome. We've got a road that are going to go in here. Obviously not done because this is not a road you want to be on. But in a few places I've grasped the idea of what I want. And I like that. I'm also going to have a watchtower here, which will go all the way up there, and then there's a little plateau, which from this angle you cannot see, but I think right there is a hole, and that hole leads to some steps that go all the way up to the top of this, which is where the castle's going to be, all naturally made, which is really, really cool. Just to find, I've moved all my chests over here. I have it all sorted out, everything sorted out. This is just nether stuff and then some extra building materials. I made an AFK Fisher, which currently does not have anything in it, but that is because I moved all my loot over into this chest, except for, whoa, this name tag, and the saddle that I have on my little horse over here. And this horse, do not have a name for him yet. But when I think of a name, he's going to get named. Oh my gosh. Okay, I thought that was a dragon. I'm really crazy. Like, that. I'm an idiot. There's no dragon. Okay, but I'm serious. I was just walking over here, and you saw, like, that little shape. Man, my heart started beating there for a second. But I'm going to cut because, as you may have noticed throughout this video, my cold has spiked again, and my nose is super stuffy, and it's not fun. I'm going to do a little bit of off-camera work over on those towers, and we'll see how it's coming along when I get back to you guys. So see you in a bit. Alright guys, so I decided that halfway through building, there's something that I wanted to show on camera. 31 diamond ore blocks, fortune 3. This should be pretty awesome. So let's just do this real quick. I think I'm going to put this into a little bit of a time lapse. Just one of those short ones, just to see how it is. Alright guys, so 61 diamonds out of a 31 stack of blocks, stack of ore blocks. So not half bad. That means just a little bit less than 2 per block, which is not so hot, but we have over 64 diamonds, which is pretty cool, and we'll probably get a lot more in the next coming episodes. Remember, this is only episode 2, and we already have that many, so expect a lot of great things in the future. Alright guys, so here are the 2 towers after they were finished, and as you can see, when you're coming in, it feels about average, but when you look up, it gets really tight and cramped. And for some people, you might be saying, Duke, that is not good. You need to space them apart. But here's what I'm thinking. We're going to have a tower on that side and that side. Each of these towers are equally spaced apart. It's going to be basically a square right here. And you're going to look up, and there's going to be a line, just a single block line on either side. And there's going to be that one in the middle that are poking up, that you can actually see the sky. And that's going to make you super claustrophobic. And I actually like that because this is my castle. I want anybody to come in to feel intimidated because, well, who says we're the nicest king in the world? But anyways, what I did is as you can see, we used a lot of gray in here. We have different shades. We have the darker here with the cobble that's a lot more rough, and then we've got the smooth, lighter stone. But I feel like it needs something super light, so I went ahead and I added in those diorite sort of pillar things on the side, which give it depth, and just a little cobblestone stairs and half slabs just for a little bit more detail. And I think it really turned out nice. I like it. You know, I feel like this is going to be a cool area once I fit in these other two, because, you know, it's just going to sort of feel like restricted, and it you might not even want to visit because it's going to be too intimidating, which is awesome. Alright, I sneezed there, so I stopped recording there for a second. But anyways, what I did is I decided to take these andesite, that's what it is, polished andesite, along the top, just to sort of define where the tops of the actual walls are going to be, and where to start the part of the wall that's actually going to serve a purpose, because those other ones right now are just for sort of looks and to make it seem really intimidating, because they're huge walls and they go all the way down. But these ones are actually going to serve a purpose. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have the same sort of that in here, and I'm not entirely sure if I want like holes in the walls. I don't know how I'm going to do this wall yet. That's why I just planned this out and actually didn't do anything. I'd probably do that next episode once we do the watchtower. You know, as you can see, you know, it's just I didn't really put any detail into that part of the wall yet. But anyways, I've pretty much gathered that I want the gate to be about middle in here, and we're going to have designs on the walls that you know, sort of show our wealth as a kingdom, because we're definitely a wealthy kingdom. And what I want to hear is it's going to have another part of the wall here, and then there's going to be some sort of wall across, but then there's going to be like a arc underneath like that, and this is going to be more of a lake up here. It will be dumping into that river down there, which should turn out pretty awesome. Can't wait to see what that looks like. But for now, what we're going to do is we're going to do a little montage of you know, destroying some more diamonds, because I went mining between this recording and the last segment, and I got 14 more. So here we go. Alright, so you can see out of a 14 ore, I got 30 diamonds, which is pretty good. That's over 2 each time. Let's just kill that guy, because I hate these creepers. Oh my gosh. Earlier, they came by and they blew up this chest, and it made me so mad. Oh, these guys, I'll tell you what. But yeah, this AFK fisher that I've installed, I think I did a little bit more fishing in here. I don't know if I showed this off, but I'm going to keep using this because it's really working out, and it'll allow me to name this horse once I actually think of a name. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut, and I'm going to be back once we can spawn, because I have a few things to talk about. Alright guys, so before we get fully into spawn, I decided to take a quick stop at 3 Ravens base, because he's on right now, and I don't know if he's actually in here, but it turned out really, really good. I like it a lot. He went for sort of a ranch style house, and he's got a stable just for his 2 prized horses, Kneesock and Stocking, sorry. And then he's got this barn over here with some other horses and a few donkeys, I believe, yeah. And he has names for all of them. I wish I was as good as naming as he was, because he's actually figured out how to name all of these guys, which is really, really good, because I could never do that. But I'm going to travel to spawn. I'll be with you guys in a bit. Alright guys, so now we are finally back into spawn, and if we just sort of look around here, we can see not much has really been done with these sort of houses, but we have another portal, which I got the achievement off camera, sorry about that guys, but we have President Anus in here, because this is the most important villager we have, and if anything was ever to happen to him, it would create chaos, which I might be sort of spoiling something, but shh. Let's just get some more chicken. Lurgan decided that the chicken would be best underground, so he dug out a place and made a better chicken farm than what we had. Also, this is pretty cool. I decided to turn one of these little shacks, like that one, into something that actually looked half decent. So I made it into some sort of a little cottage, and not my best work, but from the back side at least, it looks kind of cool. On the front side, you know, but the rest of it, nice. If we come over here, we've got Bot's place, which he went for a modern style build, and he's really terraformed and landscaped so well over here, I have to say. We've got whatever this is. Apparently, it looks like a what are those, watermills that like fell into the water or something? But I don't know. I think it's just some sort of design that looks cool. It really works. Also over here, he's got this little like decoration. It's not an actual farm, but the amount of different crops he has in here just really makes this thing look good. There's just so much detail into this, the landscape and exterior of this base, that is just amazing. And he's even got a few horses and donkeys inside, which I don't know why, but he does. He's even got a mule in there. I think that one in the middle is a mule. So over here we have Lurgan's base, which he has not finished yet. Another modern style build, and I'm gonna get off because I'd love to take a little dip in the infinity pool if he's okay with that. It's so awesome. I love it. Infinity pools in real life are just as great as this one. So awesome that he could recreate this. And I don't know why he has a dropper here, but he does. But yeah, look at Mott's landscaping again. These walls look really cool. I'm loving it. As we go over here, we can see a giant area that's been flattened out. Coop Dizzle and I decided to dig out a main large part of this hill, just to flatten it out for more area, because Offensive Gen built this cactus. It's actually, you know, it holds cactuses. It's basically a giant cactus farm, which is really cool. I'm sorry if someone... Oh no! Oh no! No! I don't have... I can't fight these guys. Sorry, horse. But let's get away from this creeper. Anyways, there might have been someone else who helped to clear this out, but I was not on at that point, so excuse my lack of knowledge here. But this, I love this. He made offensive here. He decided to make a cactus, and most people would just create a giant pixel art Minecraft cactus, but no, he did not. He turned it into this, and it looks... Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. No. Come on, horsey. We're getting out of here. I was going to show you how much cactus is in these chests, but looks like we can't do that. We also have... Yeah! Oh, my gosh. We really need to light this up. This is horrible. Leave me alone. I'm just trying to make a video here. But we've got the Game Spaces house over here. And horsey, yeah, I knew that would happen eventually. We've got Offensive's house right here, and then Coop's above it, which Coop's, oh my gosh, this thing is awesome. It's, you can't see from the side, but that's a C and that's a D, Coop Dizzle. And he's got this car. I think I might just, here, steal these rims because, nah, actually, I won't do that. But how do you have that? Oh man, he's gonna be mad if I don't put this back right. So, is it? Okay, it's the light block to the right. Yeah. Okay, fix it. But oh my God, where'd my horses go? There he is. What is up with this guy? He is a wanderer, that is for sure. But I'm sorry about this short upload. I know it's not the longest video I've ever done, and I'd like to have longer videos. But with the cold that is finally starting to pass, I just haven't had time, and I haven't been able to do anything really on camera. Hey, that's not an exclamation mark, but whatever. I'll probably do a lot more. I'll probably make my episodes a lot longer in the future. I definitely want that because I don't like how short this one was. But I hope you guys have so far enjoyed this series, and this has been Duke. Goodbye.